Australia issues security alerts. That one did, yeah. FG revokes 3,402 mining titles. That one, Seth, it is for inside of the Punch. And of course, we see this one, very sad one. This one will be here. A break, sad one. Explosion rocks South APC PDP rallies. All right, we hear that one for Port Harcourt, River State axis there. We'll hear about explosions and all of that. I kind of wonder what did really happen for this kind of period where we're not supposed to hear this matter. But so it take go, and we still check one by each on top of the matter. Which one they here now? Slain NSCDC officers. Okay, slain NSCDC officers' families get automatic the families officers with a security and civil defense corps. All right, so according by the info, say themselves then go get automatic employment. That one is there for inside of the Punch too, as the matter take the B. Talk about the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC. All right, aka they just know them popularly as civil defense. Okay, so based on how they be, that one day there for inside of the matter with the C. Seriously, well, Kano FG probes 25 deaths from throat ailment. FG probes 25 deaths from throat ailment. Okay, now that one said there. UN issues new COVID-19 rules for air arrival. Corps members need special life insurance for elections. This particular conversation, well, it may be the first time where we don't hear something like this will pop out. I hope say it will get attention. Because they say corps members need special life insurance. Of course, security agencies there on ground, security men. In fact, the chief of defense staff don't come outside and talk. Say, no worry yourself. Say this election we balance well. Security there on ground for everywhere and every corner. So make everybody chillax. Okay. But then this one they hear a rep now don't come outside they talk and say they need special life insurance for elections based on how they be. All right, that one self did there. For inside of the Nation newspaper this morning, we could just rush them there. The big headline: Makinde Ayu's deputy Sean Atiku's rally in Ibadan. That one talk about PDP politics for there. Because we've been see one of the headlines for I think yesterday. One headline we've been the talk say Makinde fit come out lead the rally, but now we see I'm here according by how the Nation newspaper take drop on the big headline. They say Makinde Ayu's deputy Sean Atiku's rally for inside of Ibadan. Then we see other headlines. The right away follow that one. They say why G5 governors won't join presidential campaign by autumn. Then they explain why the G5 no go follow the presidential campaign train, the move. Autumn night they explain that one. Then ex-VP promises to make Southwest industrial hub. Meanwhile, Atiku on his own still they making promise. They talk say make another worry Southwest. We are going to make it industrial hub. Then we see more headlines there. Nigerians should expect life-defining infrastructure. Now Tinubu they talk so. Say many Nigerians say the infrastructure when you go bring come outside. Say Nigerians that made it expect. They say life defining. Go define people life. He did, yeah. NJC declares state's failure to pay judges' retirement benefits orders. That one self did, yeah. Talk about Judicial Council for there. That one self did, yeah, for Inside of the Nation newspaper. And then we see Finance Minister, economy on rebound. He says 3.5% growth projected. That according by the finance minister, say we economy now don't they bounce back and say they project 3.5% growth. That one day for page 7. So the finance minister gonna come outside, come to talk. Talk about rebounding. That means the economy now they come back. They come back to the bounce back. They bounce back. Anyway, he did there for inside of the matter. Talk about Madam Zainab Ahmed from the Ministry of Finance there. Anyway, we still see Lagos declares 4 work-free days for PVC collection. Lagos declares 4 work-free days for PVC's collection. All right, so 4 days for inside of Lagos. Mona no go work. Mona go collect PVC. Alpha PVC, talk about PVC. Now yesterday me I go collect my PVC. No time. I don't collect my PVC now. I don't the ginger since. I go. Yesterday I go collect my PVC. I don't see up to 3 people for there. Make my own personal experience, not the talk so. No be saying anything. No be saying tell me. I go there for my polling unit, for my registration center. They direct me to the school when I go there for the school when I go there for life camp. Just opposite that police station for life camp. I go there, enter the school. Collect, just go there. I got waiting be your code. I give them my code. They check. Take. Give me my PVC. 2 seconds. I come out there. My PVC as I talk to you there. Booga. All right. So we still on the matter. So make you try. Go collect your own. That one day there. Lagos declares 4-week free days for 4 work-free days for PVC's collection. CBN threatens sanctions for banks over new notes. This one now, I don't know. Familiar spirit. The CBN threatens sanctions for banks over new notes. Now, because where the disconnect day, because CBN are the threatening banks, more than the pay new notes, Bank, they say okay. Now what they get, then they put. So where the disconnect con day? Because as we talk, we get like 10 days before the deadline of withdrawing the old notes from circulation. We get like 10 days now, ending of January. So where the disconnect they come from? Now there we go to check. But anyway, that one day there for Inside of the Matter for Nation newspaper. Still on steel. Which other one day here? Shortly for Inside of the Guardian. Quickly, the big headline for Guardian is say again petrol price adjusted to 185 naira per liter to appease marketers. That one, the riders we follow that one. It says secret approvals of pump price, a departure from PIA objectives. The other rider we did marketers seek full deregulation. That was Idedia for Inside of the Guardian. And we will see other headlines there shortly. We're going to collect time. This one say, I won't descend to level of people with character deficiencies. Who they drop this one? Now the before vice president of the country and the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Congress, People's Democratic Party (PDP). Now they talk that particular one. Talk about Oga Atiku Abubakar. He said, I won't descend to level of people with character deficiencies. That's what Atiku talk. NJC berates state governments over non-payment of judges' retirement benefits and gratuities. That one said the PDP protests seek disbandment of Ebubago in Imo. That one, Idedia. Dynamite injures APC supporters in Rivers rally. Saying a dynamite, explosive. As he explode there, he injure some of the APC supporters. So instead of Rivers State where they go to rally there, sad one. He did here for Inside of the Guardian newspaper this morning. What do you feel about some of these headlines? 13 minutes past 7 o'clock now. We check the waiting papers. The talk for Inside of Citizen FM 93.7 Super Citizen at sunrise. My name is Ezemmuo. And we see the big pictures. We didn't take slap for the front of Guardian. And I see this picture now. Actually, Jos now one time when it is because the story they do story about Jos. It's a Jos, a paradise lost, staging comeback on wings of golfing. Nice story there from the headline and the pictures. The story itself, they hungry me to read because J-Town. I don't hear many things about Jos. Talk about their contribution for film, entertainment, music, arts. And then now we talk about golfing, because they say paradise lost means they get what they get before, and they bring them back on the wings of golfing. Nice one. He did there for Inside of the Guardian newspaper there. You want to know how far? Just now one time I go personally like to go chill small. I go like to go chill for there. CBN intensifies sensitization, asks Nigerians to reject old banknotes from banks. CBN now don't they ginger. They tell Nigerians, make Nigerians reject old banknotes from banks. Now, because if, as of yesterday, some people see the talk, say they still collect old notes from banks. Many people, all right, according by different reports from different angle. So we still collect old notes, they still collect old notes, they still collect old notes. So we hear that one, we still hear people they talk about them, say that old notes they still collect from ATM. All right, so now CBN they come outside and talk. According by the headline for the Guardian this morning, say they tell Nigerians to reject old bank. How Nigerians go take reject them? I say reject old bank notes from banks. Anyway, he did 2023 elections, INEC stakeholders offer assurances of insecurity beavers. 2023 elections, INEC stakeholders offer assurances on insecurity and beavers. They don't offer assurances on top the matter we concern insecurity. Say, man, no worry. Yeah, on top the matter, INEC and all the stakeholders say insecurity. We given assurance on top the matter we concern insecurity. Say, not be waiting to distort things. And of course, beavers are very important subject for this election. And so 2023 matter, INEC now and all the stakeholders don't give assurance on top insecurity and beavers matter. That one he did here. All right, so we check them one by each. We don't check the Guardian this morning. Which other paper they here? We don't check the Nation this morning. We don't check the Punch newspaper this morning. Business Day. Make I just pick this Business Day now. Where did they talk about SMEs squeezed as banks revise interest on loans? They come put at there where they say loan defaults on the rise, says Asbon. That one he did there too. By the side, FG raises petrol price to 185 naira as black market booms. That one he did there for Business Day this morning. Logistics business loses steam on surging prices. That one self he did there. The logistics business, the one we consign, because logistics business they run on fuel. Okay, if you say logistics business, it has to do with fuel. So anything will affect fuel, it will affect logistics business, and ultimately last. Now the people where they there, the customers and the people where they out there for the streets, now then go chop the breakfast last because on how it be, now then go collect to drive bike na fuel, to drive whether na bikers, dispatch riders, whether na bus, truck, lorry, interstate delivery, it run on fuel. Okay, so that now the headline say logistics business loses steam on surging prices. That one day there. Lack of world-class ventures limits promoters push for big concerts. That one's their Business Day this morning. On top of the radio, Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. Now here we day. Check your time now. 17 minutes. Don't come out to short on a skipping rope. 17 minutes. Take skip. Come out from West 7 o'clock day this morning. And we self with the follow, with the skip, with the go, with the ginger, they go, with the check them one by each. Nigerian Tribune this morning. The big headline: Ibadan rally for Atiku may be way forward for G5. Ibadan rally for Atiku may be way forward for G5. Now the riders were there with see National Assembly candidates in attendance. Makinde receives praise for support. Now because they see the other headline for Nation newspaper say Makinde no show face. Now they say Makinde receives praise for support. Mobilization, party leaders campaign for him. Then we see Ladoja Adeojo acknowledged for roles played. APC has failed to implement all it committed to do since 2015. Now, Atiku, now they talk that one. No single person, group can control PDP. It is a people's party. Now, are you? Now they talk this one. Then we come to see Atiku, only prepared presidential candidate Tambuwal. Now they talk this one. And of course, we can see another rider we follow, like 6 or 7 riders follow this particular big story. So the other rider we did, they say Atiku Okowa Campaign Council hails Oyo Rally Unity. That one he did there, all of them did there. So Nation talk say yes, in no show face that talk about Makinde there, but Nigerian Tribune no really talk say show, but they talk about support. So maybe if you know they're on ground there, but if it show support, mobilize in party people, because now still the governor of the state, so mobilize the party people. More gonna come out, our presidential candidate they come, but maybe he know they there in person. All right, so, but anyway, that one day there for inside of the matter. For Nigerian Tribune, the big headline and the riders will follow on. 3 injured as explosion rocks APC rally in Port Harcourt. That one self show face for Nigerian Tribune. Courts remands Sharia judges 12 others for alleged 500 million naira theft. That one he did yeah for Nigerian Tribune. We see the fuel scarcity. Private depots sell petrol to independent marketers at 250 naira per liter. Now Ipman Jamo, now they talk that one. NJC, and of course Nigeria Judicial Council, they come outside, they're going to talk now based on 1 or 2. Quickly, they say based on how they be national, I beg your pardon, National Judicial Council, They don't come outside, they come talk something, based on how it be. Say they condemn non-payment of state judges and their gratuities too. They don't come outside, they condemn them. Old Naira notes, CBN insists on January 31 deadline. Says hawking, selling of new Naira notes, now criminal offense. So warns banks against dispensing old notes. Emefiele visits Buhari. All these ones nine consign that CBN headline. The big headline say old Naira notes. CBN insists on January 31st deadline. They insist on the deadline. So well, we're going to observe. We say every day on top of the matter. We're going to check how it be. So but shortly, make we see the collect the headlines. Some more headlines they here where we go check and on a scuff. We go open the phone line so that to make we self here waiting you get to talk because on how we talk like this is a table tennis talk. We talk for you, you talk to us. We talk to you, you talk to us. So we'll open the phone line shortly. Make you tell us waiting you feel about some of these headlines on top of the matter. But then I get one or two more papers when I go check this morning how it go. All right, so for inside of we don't check Nigerian Tribune, all right? We don't check The Guardian, okay? We don't check the New Telegraph. Make a rush on quickly. 3 injured as dynamite gunshots rock Rivers APC rally. That one self did there for New Telegraph. Then the big headline for there, sad one. Heavy shooting halts PDP campaign in Edo. Election not do or die, says PDP presidential candidate. He did there and scoff. We see the other rider we follow him. They say insecurity, violence may lead to constitutional crisis. Stakeholders. Now then they won. All right. So we see other headlines for New Telegraph this morning. Now, this one now, he said Nigeria, according by a particular report there, he said Nigeria's digital advertising sector worth 81.2 billion naira. Digital advertising sector, hello. 81.2 billion naira. That one day, according by a report today on top of New Telegraph this morning. As it be, we consider check, elites must come together to make a difference. Now the vice president of the country, and they talk that one, or Professor Ezemmuo Shibajo, that one, and they talk that particular one. They say elites for inside of the country, they must gather together to make a difference. That one day there, shake up the customs. All right. Otherwise, say shake up the customs and all of them they there for inside of the matter. Yes, make we rush and shortly we'll check this one. For inside of the matter, we consign mining. They say mining licenses. Nigeria generated 14.59 billion in 5 years. Wow. Now, mining licenses, they said Nigeria generated 14.59 billion in 5 years. That one day there, according by the matters for inside of the New Telegraph this morning, he did there this morning. Unemployment could worsen Africa's social, political fragility than African Development Bank 91. Now they talk that particular one. So unemployment, if we call so say the one we consign, when we say we consign the political and social fragility, when we say God bless everywhere, they shake small, according by the fragile word there, it's African Development Bank and the one says hello. Now so they take talk you did there for inside of the New Telegraph. Other headlines we still did there sharply this morning for New Telegraph. CBN new notes scarcity hoarding. They say CBN adopts ATMs stop and search in Jos, Delta and others. Say they adopt ATM stop and search. That's that one. If I understand them well, they go the boss ATM to check, waiting they load inside or which currency the ATMs they pay. I believe. So that what in that one go mean. But he did here for inside of CBN adopts ATMs stop and search. That's ATMs stop and search. They're going to search ATMs then. Well, stop and search. Anyway, he did here. We're going to observe. They go small by each. No development without peace. Now Buhari, now they talk that one, meets Emefiele behind closed doors at the villa. Say no development without peace, and him and Emefiele don't meet behind closed door. NDDC court strikes out suit against presidents. That one self did here. Budget target more revenue from non-oil sector. budget. They say they target more revenue from non-oil sector. That one self did there this morning. How it be? Alleged 2 billion naira fraud. Or others, no fate. April 5. Then April 5, then they go knock hammer for table. May they know waiting be the judgment, the verdict on top of that particular 2 billion naira fraud as the be. All right, so sharp. No time. We still check them there. Which other one day here? Sokapu raises alarm over alleged PVC mop-up in Kaduna. Say Sokapu say they raise alarm over alleged PVC mop-up for inside of Kaduna. Alleged. I like the word that to talk about the Southern Kaduna People's Union, aka Sokapu. Now, what did they call themselves? Southern Kaduna People's Union. All right, aka Sokapu. Now they don't come outside and they raise alarm. They say they raise alarm. Say allegations of PVC mop-up for inside of Kaduna State. He did there for the paper. Campaign. I'll focus on PDP manifesto, not personal attacks. Now so Atiku come outside, come to talk how it be. Okay, so all of those ones he did there for inside of the papers this morning. What do you feel? We don't check the papers this morning. They with me. Waiting, which of the headlines they touch you in a very tantatious way. And you would like to talk your mind on top of the papers this morning. 726. The numbers they there sharply 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 at 205 at 0808 at 22 at 22 at 037. All the numbers. Anyone where you call, we deal with you inside of the matter. What do you feel about the headlines? Would they check the headlines this morning on top? Waiting paper talk for Super Citizen at sunrise. This one now Citizen FM 93.7 from Abuja. Now with the run things, we don't look different papers. Waiting to talk and I'll scoff. You get to talk your own talk now your time to tell us what do you feel about the headlines. Sharply 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 at 205 0808 22 22 037. All of them the numbers where we fit take talk how it be. Alright, so but we still get one or two papers. Make we still check one or two. Yes, we don't check this one. Why would they take the calls? We still check the papers as it go. Now talk about Leadership Friday. What did they happen for here? For Leadership Friday. 2023 presidency. Talk about the big headline for Leadership Friday now. I say 2023 presidency. Northern elders in dilemma over choice of candidates. Northern elders. That's the big headline with the Leadership Friday. They say Northern elders in dilemma over choice of candidates. Now they right away follow and say we are still weighing the options. Now Baba Ahmed, now they talk that one, and then we can still see vote character, competence, not religion, ethnicity, sultan. Now they tell Nigerians that one. That are the big headline for inside of the matter. And they come make I take this call. We see the check the headlines. Waiting paper they talk. Waiting you self feel. Hello there. I greet you this morning.
Good morning, my brother. How you doing?
I'm all right. Good morning to you. What is your name? Which part of the world where you call us from?
My name, Brother Daniel.
Brother Daniel.
Yeah.
Welcome. Where you there like this?
I did Maraba Sharp Corner.
Maraba Sharp Corner.
The Assembly of God side.
Confirm. Welcome. Make we hear you, Brother Daniel from Maraba Sharp Corner.
The thing where they give me confirm was to say that new currency. You know they in circulation at all.
At all? I mean, me I don't see I'm not be say at all. He day, but not be say at all. When you talk like that.
Okay, but I don't use the word at all. But you know they never day enough.
Never day enough. Okay.
Majority people will get this old one, and we have less than 10 days or 10 days to go. After that 10 days, what people happen to the money? If you go to bank now old one they will give you. Most of the ATM in this area now old notes that they give. So what do we do?
Very, very valid question. Very strong question. Because CBN now don't talk. Say according by one of the headlines, say make the customers reject the old notes. They here for one of the papers. So maybe you go ask your bank question. Say how far? If you go to collect money, ask them. So what did they happen? How far? What will be the problem?
Okay. At the end of the day, if they still give you the old note, what you go do?
What you go do? Oh. All right. Thank you. As you talk, I'm so the question they out there. Everybody to hear them. Thank you so much, my brother, for that one.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.
What do you go do if they give you the old notes? That now, brother Daniel from Maraba Sharp Corner, because less than 10 days to the matter, what do you go do? Because they say, reject the old notes. If you reject and they don't agree, how you go do? Who they here?
That's Sunday is calling you from Masaka.
Sunday from Masaka?
Yeah. Yes.
Welcome.
Yeah. He said, we should reject it. The Syrian governor said we should reject the old note. Okay, now if you reject the old note, what is another alternative for us to use? Only this money is an alternative for us to live life. So we cannot reject the old note now. As until when you come out, as they say in Port Harcourt, they follow ATM to check out. Then as you come and start from KC here, down to CBN headquarters here, they will see that they don't need to go to Port Harcourt. They should just come from KC. Before they reach that CBN headquarters, they will know how many ATM are giving out the new currencies. Yeah, in Masaka here, we get Union Bank in Masaka. I am trying to use my money to set inside the POS and go to ATM whether I will get the new one 3 times. I never get it. I use my money where I will get it at the bank of the city. I'm a carpenter in profession. They pay me. I use my money to save 30,000 into account. Then I go to ATM in Masaka to withdraw the same currency I'm saving, the same currency I'm withdrawing. How can we reject it? Please, this is tiny also. We don't know about this government. Where they are driving.
All right. What thing will happen? We say we get 10 days. Thank you so much for that one. We don't talk. Instead of the 10 days we remain, they observe, they go. All right. Thank you for that one. We don't talk. CBN don't talk. Say okay, banks they go. In fact, they want to start to monitor banks, and they don't give banks ultimatum. Say guys, make would give people new currency. The banks, for whatever reason, because I sure say themselves get their strong reasons. When it be say up until now, if you go ATM now, still the old notes you go still they see. So now we need to find way to arrange everything so that, because now people now see the talk say they still they see old notes, they still they see old notes, they still they see old notes. Where the new notes come, they CBN don't give out. In fact, CBN they check the banks, better they check the banks, and if they don't talk, so it means say they don't give banks, they don't create the enabling environment for the banks. For CBN to come outside and now go they talk, say they need to check the banks, and in fact they need to make the banks start today. So maybe more questions need to be asked on top of this particular matter. But anyway, we go still observe them. No cause for panic. 10 days time. Just try and make sure say the cash within your hand. Try and make sure you don't hold too much of the old notes for your hand. But I know, say in the next few days, things going to enter. They fall in shape, small. Anyway, that one day there for instead of Leadership Friday, we see them there. Northern elders in dilemma over choice of candidates. Today there, we don't check that one. We still see other headlines. 7:33. Now, waiting time to talk. 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0808 22 22 037. All of them be there. Now, Tinubu Malls Construction Industry Bank vows to combat insecurity from all angles. That one, he did there. How would you show this morning now? Hello.
Hello, good morning, my brother. This is Kennedy.
Kennedy, my man, how are you this morning now?
My brother, we did. Just like this blackout where you been talking yesterday, it don't happen. Because we, as I tell you now, we know get them since yesterday.
Kennedy, blackout ambassador. But that's your Go ahead. Thank you. From Karu, Abi. Karu, so blackout from Karu side, Abi.
Yes.
Let's go.
The truth be say, imagine say your mother say no eat akpu. Make you only they eat rice. You know can't give you rice, but akpu they surplus. What thing you go do? Hungry they catch you. That's what is happening with CBN. CBN say we should reject old notes, new note. What do we do? No alternative. They say they are going to check in Port Harcourt and Jos. Why don't you do it very close here, where we know that yes, the charity has started here at home before it will go other places. We're close to Abuja and we are seeing nothing. Now, Tinubu talks about redefining Nigeria.
Yes.
I don't want to say anything much about it because
he said, make I check that headline. Talk.
Yes,
he said
life
yes, life redefining. Life redefining.
Yes,
now so you
to
take
Nigerians.
Yes.
So I think I know quote and wrong.
Yes.
His promise is what we are suffering today because that was the same promise.
He said Nigerians should expect life defining infrastructure.
Yes,
says Tinubu, that one for Nation newspaper. Yes,
and that is what I'm talking about. I'm saying the same thing. I'm saying that was what the present President Muhammad Buhari promised us. In fact, that reminds me of what we are going to suffer and what we are suffering today. Petrol pump price 300 naira. I remember what he promised us then. So we are finding it difficult to believe APC. People like me, because we don't just hear people give us promises. If a child will do well, we begin to see from the handwriting of the father. So we are seeing that APC are not doing us good. In fact, APC is helping to spoil Tinubu's campaign because by now we
calm down. Now strong, they make strong back-to-back strong allegation where you say APC. How are they helping to spoil the campaign?
Good. Let me prove it.
No, calm down. Not be a matter of proving or not proving. Okay, Kennedy.
Okay, I withdraw that word.
Yes, because when you say APC is spoiling campaign, in campaign they go on.
That word, but
yes.
APC is not helping us pertaining petrol price to control it. So we are finding it difficult to believe some of the promises that are coming from that end now.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Right. Let me stop it there.
Thank you so much, Kennedy, for that one. We don't talk. RCDB confirm. All right. Baba shortly. RCDB, we still check the headlines. Talk about that one. We say make we they very watchful. But I see the angle where they come from. But at the same time, we still need to be very careful as with the yarn. Okay. I see the B. That one reacts to the comments from the APC presidential candidates based on waiting in the talk. Say life defining infrastructure. Now waiting in the CARICOM. Now, but people Kennedy they talk say we don't see him now. We don't hear him before. And we'll go talk more about promises, election promises. We'll go talk more about them for the big talk on the other side of 8 o'clock. You know, go one miss that one. Kennedy, stay tuned. We'll talk more about this particular promises arrangement. I want to go talk for big talk later. All right, so that one day there. Quickly, 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0808 22 22 037. How there so this morning?
Yeah, good morning, my brother. How you doing?
I'm all right. So good morning to you. Who they talk there this morning now?
My name is Michael. I come from Nasarawa.
Michael, Onya Nasarawa, welcome.
Thank you, my brother.
Good day.
Yes, make I talk about this issue of a first scarcity where no one go.
Talk.
The thing is, it has become a burden to us. And I keep on asking this question: if the liter of fuel can be sold above 300 naira within Abuja or 200 and something, and then you travel out, you buy over 400 naira, and yet the government are still telling us that they are paying subsidy. I want to ask you, if the government finally remove this subsidy, how much are we going to sell a liter of fuel? And again, I want to urge anybody who are contesting, even if you win this, anybody who win this election, the first thing you need to do is not all about removing subsidy. What you need to do first of all, build a refinery so that we can be able to refine our oil. And of course, when you build a refinery, we begin to refine. The issue of a subsidy will die off. You understand? Because why they are telling us about subsidy? Because they take our crude and then they refine it, they bring it back here, they say they pay subsidy. But when we have our own refinery here, you begin to work, there's no need of issue of subsidy again. The subsidy will be a thing of the past. And finally, let me also beg a Labour Party. Please, they need to do a lot of work by sensitization of the people to know their logo. People are here to know your logo. Labour Party, go about the door to door, tell people your
all
logo.
right, thank you. Make you no go launch campaign for this radio. Thank you. But I understand you. Thank you for that one. We don't yarn. Who they have soda this morning? Hello.
Hello, the chief priest.
I greet you, my brother. Good morning to you there. Who they talk there this morning now?
This is Said Saleh Gulak from Maraba.
SSG, my brother. How are you from Maraba there?
Good morning, I'm fine.
Welcome.
Good morning, how's the night?
Well, we thank God. Yes.
The issue of the new Naira note.
Yes.
You know, according to some parts where it say a patient dog will eat a fattest bone. So far, they don't print the new note. It go in circulation. Just we have to be patient. You know, when you there in hurry. One day, on the process of putting in a shoe on the hurry side, you will left one at the back, and you must come back for it. So the only thing with this, let we be patient. In any moment from now, yes. In the next 1 month now, all this money will be in circulation, and everybody say yes. The all notes is back to the banks. So, under the issue of Tinubu whatsoever, as far as I'm concerned, and with my PVC card, I'll go and vote the competent, transparent, the person who has human sympathy for Nigerians. Let's go out there and vote. If you want us to, we are so far from their hand, then let's go to the field and vote them out and put on the person that will have sympathy on us. No need of say that this one day the other party is spoiling their campaign, blah blah. All this one is not the matter now. It's too late to mention that one.
All right.
It's almost some 30 days or 1 month to the election. Go there, vote, do your right of franchise, vote the person out, and bring the new one who will have sympathy on us.
All right,
that's
thank you.
The right thing. No need of complaining, blah 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 blah.
Right.
Tell your friend, tell your brother, tell your neighbor. This is what we are so far. We passed through all these some years. So let us go and vote them out
and
bring
vote.
The new one who will help us.
Right.
That's the real answer for
Thank
it.
you so much, SSG,
Thank
for that
you.
one. For that one, we don't talk. Say, no need to quarrel, no need to shout. Tell your friends, tell your neighbor, tell everybody where they are side. See, make we go vote. Ejala votes. Ejala votes. That's the only way. All right. Fun enough, PVC collection still they go on. In case you register, you never collect. Still get that your PVC.